Welcome back to the Sportsmoth Sofa. We're going to be talking about some of the biggest transfer stories at the moment. I mean, let's start with Alexis Sanchez. It looked like he'd be using a swap deal between Barcelona and Liverpool, but now Arsenal, I think, have taken the lead.
Arsenal do seem to be in the driving seat now. I think they've made a £32 million bid. I think it'd be a very good signing for them, a very good signing for anyone. It'd give them more firepower up front with Giroud. There was criticism, is he good enough for a team going for the title? Probably not, with Sanchez up there as well. If they can add one or two other areas to the field, I think they could be contenders next season.
Big blow for Liverpool if they miss out.
It is a big blow. I mean, I think, like we said before in it last week, if they were going to lose Suarez and they had to get someone like Sanchez in, but I think the London thing's played quite a big thing. I mean, people say it isn't a big thing, but for foreign players, I think coming to England, being in London, they bring their entourage with them, don't they, their wives and stuff, and they like to be around. And like you say, it'd be a great signing for Arsenal, but it's a massive blow for Liverpool because who were they going to get him?
Still hopeful that, because apparently he's flown in for talks with both clubs, I'm still hopeful we can convince him. And I think Barcelona would prefer him to go to Liverpool because that would take some of the price off the Suarez deal. So I'm still hopeful, but it looks like Arsenal in the driving seat now.
I mean, say Liverpool can't get him, who do you think they need? Because they definitely need to replace Suarez. But
we do need to replace Suarez. There's talk of Origi close to a move, but he'd be loaned back to Lille. Shaqiri would be a decent signing to get, I think, but I don't think there's anyone we're after at the moment who is in the same class as Sanchez.
I mean, if they can't get Sanchez, they just might have to try and do the best with what they've got with Sturridge, Lallana, Sterling, mightn't they?
It's a decent front three, but to not replace Suarez with anyone, I think would be a mistake.
I mean, Sanchez from Chile, another Chilean is Arturo Vidal, who is being heavily linked with Manchester United. Do you think that's such possible going through?
I mean, whether it's possible, I think obviously there's been talk of Nani being included in that deal and possibly Patrice Evra, even though he's signed a new deal lately. But I think if they can get Vidal in, I mean, I think you should just pay I mean, they're talking about 40 million, but just pay the 40 million, get him in. He's a world-class player. While Ander Herrera and Luke Shaw are both very good young players, more for the next few years. Vidal he's a world-class central midfielder. He's what we need. He's box to box. He scores goals. He tackles, and I'd be an amazing signing. But whether it goes through is...
I think it would be a very good signing. I think it'd take more than 40 million. There's some talk of 50 million plus Nani, which would be rating him probably around, 60, 65 million mark.
Yeah.
He is a world-class player. It would be very good for you. It's whether you're going to splash out that much on him, I think.
I mean, he was half fit in the World Cup, wasn't he? And he's still unbelievable.
Just back from the injury, and he still played really well in the World Cup,
I think Juventus are going to get rid of one of them, Pogba or Vidal. I think we'll put both. And Pogba talk sort of cooled down a bit, isn't it? So, I mean, Vidal, I think, is a possibility of him going.
I mean, moving on, Ashley Cole, it looks like he's going to be sealing a move to Rome. I mean, is that a good move for him?
I think it is. I mean, it all depends. Moving to Italy is a good thing for him, I suppose. Like, socially, it's a nice country to live in and things like that. There are other options. There's going to be no shortage of clubs who would have chosen the one that suits him best, I think. I mean, there would be loads of Premier League teams interested in him. Liverpool could really do with him on a free transfer. You're not going to get many players that good on free transfers. I think it's probably a good move for him, but definitely a very good one for Roma.
I think Ashley Cole's still a world-class left-back, isn't he? I mean, I'd like to see him go somewhere like Spain or something, but I think you mentioned before, I mean, it's Champions League football, isn't it, at Roma? And
I think it's quite a good fit.
I mean, the Italian league, is it great? Not for me. It's not great, but it's just a chance to go there. Like you say, the city, everything. It's a new challenge for him, and Champions League football next season. So
yeah, I mean, Liverpool look like they're going to miss out on Cole, even if they were in for him. But it looks like they're still trying to sign Lovren from Southampton.
Yeah, £20 million for him. I think that's madness. That's overrated him a lot.
I think it's crazy from both clubs to bid that much
and then Southampton
to reject
him. But I think Southampton know now. Lovren's come out and said his head's already at Liverpool. So it would be quite surprising if he didn't come to Liverpool now. And if they've rejected £20 million, that might mean we end up bidding £25 million. And the more it gets, I think the more insane it's going to be.
I think that's a good point. The fact that Liverpool were willing to bid that to start with probably means that they're willing to go another 5-6 million. And for 25 million for Lovren, he's a good player, but is he 25 million worth?
Definitely not for me.
Probably 15 would be fair. They signed him for 9, I think, so that'd be, an incredible profit. But get a bit silly in it with that sort of price.
I mean, who do you think he'd replace? I mean, if you're paying that much, he's got to start. Is it Skrtel or Agger in that sense?
Skrtel's going out, I think, isn't he? I think Barcelona got offered Agger. I think they turned him down because they got linked with him before. But I think Skrtel might be better than it.
Skrtel will be the first one to go.
Really? I mean, he had a great season last year, though.
Yeah. He did have a good season, but Agger's, if he can stay fit, Agger's a top-class centre-back, I think. Good on the ball as well. Skrtel, he's always a threat going forward. He's top scoring defender last season, but he also scored more own goals than any other defender.
Gives you a chance.
He can be liable to mistakes, I think.
Anyway, that's all we've got time for today. Thanks for watching.